So, ayan. Hi, everyone. So, welcome to our YouTube channel. So, this is Teacher Yana. So, meron tayong topic today. So, ang topic natin today ay how actually computer works, no? So, to explain further that, so basahin muna natin kung ano nakalagay sa ating presenter. So, this presentation will demystify how this incredible machine process information. So, ano to, ma'am? Ma'am Yana, pag sinabi nating demystify. So, meaning to say, I will explain clearly to you nang mas maintindihan ninyo ang ating PowerPoint ngayon or ating lesson ngayon. So, ngayon, samahan niyo ako na i-explore natin kung paano gumagana ang computer, no? Ano pa yung mga kasama ng mga computer nung ma-discover natin. So, actually, computers are everywhere from phones to smart TVs. They power our lives. But what really happens inside them? Na ayun mga yung i-discover natin. Yun ang i-demystify ko sa inyo. So, but what's really happens so inside of them? So, this presentation aim to explain how computers process data and execute things we often take for granted. So, we will talk through each major component and how they work together. Next slide. So we have the CPU, no? So when we say CPU, the brain operation system. So mostly of you nalilito kung ano yung CPU. So actually CPU is just a small chips na kung nakikita nyo dyan sa ating screen. So it's actually the heart of the every computer or the CPU, the central processing unit. So it's actually the brain o utak ng computer. So responsible for executing instruction and performing calculation. So in other hardware components, the CPU has two keys. So we have the ALU and we have another one, the CU. So the ALU, the LAU is ito yung nag-handle ng math and logic sa pagkokontrol. While ang LU naman ay direct operation. So, they actually together sa CPU to be a powerhouse of computation. So, kung wala yon, hindi mapaprocess ang million of operation every second to keep our system running. So, pag wala yon, hindi siya magpa-function. So, we have the RAM. Maybe most of you ay familiar dito if you are talagang una ay CSS, no? CSS na talaga nung una nung junior high. Sa pag we are in grade 9, we can choose what we want na parang nagiging track natin. So, actually, ini-start na siyang i-introduce sa'tin. So, meron pa yung room and RAM. So, ngayon, ang i-explain ko sa inyo ang RAM or the random access memory. So, actually, it's actually a short-term memory naman. So, it's actually temporary stores data lang siya. So, that actually CPU actively using. So to explain further from that, the RAM is keep things are actively in use, like open apps or files. The more RAM, the smoother your multitasking experience. So on the other hand, storage, whether it's a HDD, so meaning to say ang HDD natin is the hard disk drives, and ang SSD is the solid state drives o madalas tinatawag ng USB, no? Yung mga pina-plug lang. So to explain the HDD and SSD, so it's actually a long-term memory where all the data is permanently kept. So ang SSD or the faster and more reliably for compare for traditional spinning. So HDD together, RAM and storage ensure you computer can both think fast and remember things long term. So yung RAM, maybe you are familiar naman sa RAM. 'Di ba yung phone natin may mga RAM. So, medyo magkaiba siya pala sa computer kung i-explain ko pa. Pero kasi yung RAM, tinatawag siyang sa phone na fake, storage or lang. It's just, to make it long, expandy. Okay, but if you are in a CCO3, that will be, explained to you further. So, ngayon ay tayo sa actually how computer works. So, ngayon ay tayo ay nasa visualizing power sa GPUs, the graphic processing unit. So, it's actually specialized in rendering images, video, and animation. So, yung task niya, yung pinaka-general task ng GPU is to optimize the parallel processing with thousands of small cores working at once, no? Actually essential yung GPU sa mga mahilig maglaro, yung mga nag-o-AutoCAD, especially may nag-o-AutoCAD ako before, yan yung trabaho ko sa negosyo namin. Ako yung taga-gawa, taga-ayos, taga-drafting din, lahat-lahat na. So, without a strong GPU, graphic-heavy tasks would be slow and laggy. Mahirap talagang mag-edit ng AutoCAD din, especially sa 'pag mga 3D, ang bagal 'no? Tapos magpu-put ka pa ng code, minsan namamali ka sa gawa. So, importante yung GPU. So, eto naman is the artist of the computer painting visual with incredible speed. So, hindi mabubuhay ang GPUs lalo na sa mga mahilig maglaro and mga editing skills 'no, hindi lang sa AutoCAD. So, we have the foundation of the motherboard and buses. Dito nagkakalito-lito yung mga ibang estudyante pagdating sa motherboard and CPU. Akala nila yung motherboard, yun yung CPU. Minsan naman ang pinagkakaano nila, pero siguro sa inyo ngayon 'no, mas alam niyo na ang pagkakaintindi niyo sa motherboard and CPU. Okay, the motherboard, ito yung pinaka-main circuit board that ties all computer together. So, every device, ito yung may CPU, may RAM, may storage, may GPU. Ito yung nagkokonekta-konekta. So, yung buses naman, yung role niya dun ay para siyang yung magiging tulay para mabasa siya 'no. So the expansion slots on the motherboard let you add new hardware. So like graphics or sound cards, it's like a skeleton and nervous system of your computer. So providing structure and communication. So we have the input and output devices. Ngayon, ayan, para mas maintindihan niyo sa motherboard. 'Di ba kasi sa motherboard kino-connect na yung mga component, tapos yung buses naman, siya yung nagiging tulay. So, connected siya sa input and output devices natin. So, pagka sinabi nating input, it's let us give information to the computer like typing on keyboard or clicking with a mouse. So, the output device return information to us like displaying images on a monitor, playing sounds like through speakers, uh, and these actually devices are a bridge to the digital world. So without them, we couldn't interact the computer design or the computer brain. I'm sorry, the computer brain. So they make technology usable and accessible in daily life. Parang hindi nila ko. So meron tayong example sa input and output devices nang mas maintindihan ninyo 'no, yung input and devices. Meron akong example dito, eto ang ginagamit kong sound words. Ito yung example ng input and output. So ito yung input ko para marinig ninyo. Hindi, ito yung input ko, nagsasalita ako. To para marinig ninyo, itong speaker na 'to, ito yung magiging output ng maintindihan niyo si Ma'am Yana, marinig niyo yung sinasabi ni Ma'am Yana ngayon. So ito yung example natin ng input and output. So, we have the languages of computers. So, binary. Pagka actually, 'di ba, sa atin, ang major ko actually computer programming, BT-BET. So, kung familiar kayo, kasi ano 'to, eh, junior high pa lang ini-introduce na 'to sa mga CSS student. Yes, in-introduce na sa'min siya. Actually kino-compute natin siya 'di ba? Kung IT kayo, actually kino-compute siya. Ang lalabas lang diyan, it's either 0 or 1. So parang nagiging negative and positive siya. So actually binary is the most basic language of computer. So made up of only two digit, yun na nabanggit ko sa inyo, ang 0 and 1. Yun lang dapat ang lalabas, wala na iba. Kino-compute siya, no? From the right to left. Ganun siya computin. So, every instruction, image, or file gets translated. So, for example, yung hello, no? Binary looks like a series of this, 1 and 0. So, hindi ninyo, no? Ano ba yung ma'am na word na hello, no? Kung nagpo-program na kayo or estudyante pa lang kayo at hindi niyo alam yan na word na hello, hello, hi, hello. Hindi po gano'n. So, 'no, sa programming ma-e-encounter niyo yan sa inyong subject na CCO2. So, magpo-program na kayo, i-encode niyo yun ng hello world sa C++. So, it's actually, the foundation, 'no, and of all computing. So, it actually shows something so complex. So, it starts from the most basic building blocks. Meron tayo dito. So, hinga muna tayo. So, balikan natin yung mga tinuro ko. Meron tayong key takeaways and next step. So, the CPU is the brain. Lagi tatandaan, hindi ang motherboard. So, we have the handle calculation and instruction, making the computer think. We have the memory and storage. So, RAM for short-term tasks, storage for long-term files. We have the GPU for graphics. Na-explain ko sa inyo yan. For the 3D and rendering the images, no? Lalo na kapag more in designing ka and freelancing ka, you will need that. And also with the binary is the language. Language siya actually sa programming. We have the actual computer operation are based on 0 and 1. So, parang siya negative and positive. Understanding these core components provides a solid foundation for anyone looking to delve and deeper into computing. So next, for how software interact with hardware or dive into network basic. Sa mga first year, alam ko naman na ini-introduce na sa inyo agad yung binary, pero sa amin ay nai-introduce siya by second year na siya. So actually, the basic crucial if you want to explore more like how software runs or computers talk to each other online. Actually, this is the beginning of computing journey. So let's keep learning together, no? Kasi hindi lang to ang matutunan nyo mula sa akin. Marami pa tayong i-discuss. So, thank you for listening today. So, I hope you have wonderful uh, today. Masaya kayo ngayon. May natutunan din naman kayo kahit papaano. Kahit ang bilis-bilis kong magsalita. So, yun lang. Kung may mga suggestion kayo, at may gusto kayong itanong, huwag niyo na ako itanong. So, yun, pag may mga suggestion kayo, gusto kayong itanong, comment niyo lang.